Don Michael's is in North Las Vegas. Now you can take an Uber or a Lyft there, and it is worth it. This is old-style Italian-American cuisine. And this is a family who has other family members with successful restaurants in New York, Florida, and also here in Las Vegas.
It's the quintessential mom and pop business, so it is not just a business, but a lifestyle. Our undercover Jetsetter operative, Charles, gives us the intel.
It has to be the most Italian family restaurant I have ever seen since I left New York. Everything is handmade. It's so special. There's not a restaurant on the Strip that can beat this small Italian restaurant. We are so lucky to have this close to our house, and we recommend it to everybody.
Okay, before we get to the food, let's hit on the wines, because we chose two whites. One reason was the hot summer day in Vegas. We thought chilled whites would pair better than some reds. If it wasn't so hot, though, we would have tried a Chianti, but these whites did not disappoint.
The first was an Italian Pinot Grigio. It was crisp with a great balance of fruit and acidity. You could taste pear and apple. It is perfect with the food, even the heavy food. Also, there's a great story about the vineyard on the back of the label.
Now, the Chardonnay was a California called Bright Star. It had some butter and oak, but not overpowering. Still, it stood up to the Italian cuisine.
Okay, let's get into this food, which would go great with reds too.
So this was the fried mozzarella. This is lightly breaded and yet very creamy. The fresh tomato sauce went perfectly with the fried mozzarella. It is a great starter for a group.
Next, the pasta Fajoli. Notice the steam? This is consistent at Don Michael's. Everything is served piping hot. Aside from the heat, the cannellini white beans, pasta, and vegetables were combined with this great broth. Yes, it was hot outside, but we had to try it. We would suggest this especially if you come to Vegas in the winter.
Next, we have pasta with Sundae sauce. Explain what Sundae sauce is.
This is a tomato sauce cooked all day long. It is a tradition in Italian families, also known as Sunday gravy. They throw in meat on the bone and let it cook all day. We have this on ziti pasta. Again, notice the heat. Definitely the Sunday sauce passed the test.
Along with that, we had their sausage and meatballs. The sausage is homemade, but they get it from a special supplier. You can taste the spices, especially the fennel. It had a small bite, but not a mouth burner by any means. Our undercover operative gave us his take.
Oh my God, don't make me talk about the sausage. The sausage is the best you've ever had. Now, the problem with Don Michael's is there are so many things that you are going to say, that's the best I've ever had. But the sausage is to be dreamed about.
You might dream about this Veal Parmesan too. This has great subtlety and differences. The veal is lightly breaded and crispy on the outside, but super creamy and melts in your mouth. This is the perfect blend.
Well, the biggest problem with veal is keeping veal tender, and these guys have 75 years times 5 or 6 people in the restaurant business that know how to make veal tender. You can cut this with a fork. No need to even ask for a knife.
The same holds true for the chicken parmesan. Even Peyton Manning would have sung about this one. Don Michael's chicken parm also tastes so good.
And Peyton could even bring his brother Eli here because you really do feel like family. The service is homespun and traditional. Again, this is their way of life. You should come and taste the way Italian Americans have done it for decades.
Don Michael's is in North Las Vegas. Here's the number. You will need reservations, especially after this story.